Hi everyone, my name is David, and today I want to talk about bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statement. Now, bank reconciliation statement, we do this when it comes, maybe you see there's a difference, maybe the balances are differ from the bank statement and the cash book statement. Maybe the balances differs. Sometimes that happens. So if that happens, you're supposed to do bank reconciliation statement so that you can see where the problem is. There's a format I want to teach you so that you can able to understand. It's a very good concept, and I want you to understand about bank reconciliation statement. It has a very special a formula. First, this is what you're supposed to do. There is debt, we have debt, then we have particulars, then we have debit, then we have credit, then we have balance. Okay, we have debt column, particulars column, we have debit column, credit column, and the balances. Okay, but before you do this bank reconciliation statement, sometimes you can be asked, maybe you suppose your cashier or maybe your accountant has to do something about his cash book. So that's what we call adjusted cash. We have to adjust your cash book. And how do you undergo this? On a bank statement, under adjusted cash book, you are recording things that the bank recorded but you didn't record. So the adjusted, you're supposed to do adjusted cash book. Adjusted cash book. So adjusted cash book, you record transactions or things that the bank did, but you as a cashier or maybe as an accountant you didn't. So you're supposed to make sure you adjust. Okay, this is debit side and credit side. Like sometimes maybe the bank can the bank sometimes can do interest. They can just interest credited. You can just you can see your bank maybe credited your account credited by the bank without even knowing. Okay, sometimes there's standing orders. Those are the things that you're supposed to know because you're supposed to adjust your cash book. Then after adjusting your cash book, you shall going to get something called balance as per adjusted cash book. Balance as per adjusted cash book. Balance as per adjusted cash book. Okay, that's the balance brought down. Then this balance brought down, you shall going to take this one to the bank reconciliation statement. You shall going to record this as balance as per adjusted cash book. So if this one, if it is debited here, you shall going to credit the other side in the bank statement. So you just record balance as per the adjusted cash book. Then after recording that, there are things that you're supposed also to do at that moment. Now you add unpresented checks. So under the bank reconciliation statement, after recording balance as per the adjusted cash book, then you add unpresented checks. So unpresented checks are checks that they never they missed to be present to the bank, because we have uncredited checks. You have offered me the customer has given you the check. You have taken the check to the bank, but the bank failed to credit it. Then unpresent checks, the check that never they are never received at the bank. So if you are recording under the bank statement, you have to add the unpresented checks. So you add unpresented checks, then you less uncredited checks. You less uncredited checks. So you add unpresented checks, but you less uncredited checks. Then the balance down here, after you have recorded balance as per the adjusted cash book, you have added the unpresented checks, and you have left also the uncredited checks. Then the balance will be balance as per the bank statement. Balance as per the bank statement. Balance as per the bank statement. Hear me. You're supposed to get this clear. You are recording under the bank reconciliation statement. I've said that it's good first you have to adjust your cash book before you go to the bank reconciliation statement. So under the adjusted cash book, you're supposed to record things that you never, the bank never recorded. Okay? The bank recorded, but you never recorded it. Okay, you getting me there? Yes. So you record things that the bank recorded, but you as a cashier, as an accountant, never recorded. So you have to adjust it. Okay, like standing orders, interested, credited, interest, things that the bank did, but you never did it. So you're supposed to adjust it. Are you getting me there? Clear? Yes. So you have to adjust your cash book. After adjusting cash book, now you'll get the balance down here. Adding, you get the balance brought down. That is balance as per the adjusted cash book. Okay. After getting the balance as per the bank, as per the adjusted cash book, then now you take the balance to the bank reconciliation statement. So they will record balance as per adjusted cash book. Balance as per the adjusted cash book. Then after recording that, now you add unpresented checks. There can be so many checks that are never presented. So you record unpresented checks. Then you less uncredited checks. You less uncredited checks. So if you have recorded bank balance as per the adjusted cash book, you're supposed to add unpresented checks. Then you less uncredited checks. Then you add, you get the balance here. The balance will be the balance as per the bank statement. Balance as per the bank statement. So balance as per the bank statement. After getting the balance as per the bank statement now, that is what we have done. But it has sometimes it changes the formula or the format. Sometimes maybe the exam you can be given balance as per the bank statement. Then you're supposed to do bank reconciliation statement. So if you be given balance as per the bank statement, now the formula changes to be this one. You record the balance as per the bank statement. You add uncredited checks. Then you less unpresented checks. I repeat. If maybe you've been given the balance as per the cash book, or the balance, you'll be given the balance of the bank statement, the balance as per the bank statement. If the question has given you already the balance as per the bank statement, now you're supposed to, you are required to record the bank reconciliation statement. You're supposed now to add uncredited checks. Okay? Uncredited checks, then you less unpresented checks. Then the balance here will be the balance as per the adjusted cash book. Do you hear me there? That is how you're supposed to record. You record those things properly. So you just draw your this is the format. You just write bank reconciliation statement. Okay. Then date. particulars, then debit column, credit column, then balance. Maybe now here, maybe date 12 of January, you just write balance as per the adjusted cash book. Balance as per the adjusted cash book is this here. Okay, then now you're supposed now to get the adjusted cash book. Now the balance as per the adjusted cash book already given. Now the what is remaining here, if you've been given and presented checks and credit checks, you're supposed to add and presented checks. Add and presented checks. You add here. You get, yeah. Then you less uncredited checks. You less uncredited checks. You less uncredited checks. Now you will get here balance as per the bank statement. Are we together? You get balance as per the bank statement. After you have recorded balance as per the adjusted cash book, then you have added and presented checks, then you less uncredited checks. Now the balance will be the balance as per the bank statement. Okay, now I've told you that this format changes when you be given balance as per the bank statement already. So if you be given balance as per the bank statement, now the formula changes. Now you have recorded balance as per the bank statement. Now instead of adding uncredited check, you add uncredited checks. You add uncredited checks, then you less unpresented checks. I do repeat. The first format is this, the balance as per the adjusted cash book. Balance as per the adjusted cash book. You're supposed to add unpresented checks, then you less uncredited checks. You get balance as per the bank statement. Then the second method or the second formula, maybe if you'll be given balance as per the bank statement, now you take you add uncredited checks, then you less unpresented checks, then balance will become balance as per adjusted cash book. I don't know whether you have understood at that point. It is very, very simple, and you're supposed to be very just careful. These things are very, very simple. So you're supposed to adjust your cash book. Now adjusting cash book, I've told you that you are recording things that you never recorded as a cashier or as accountant, but the bank did it. So you are recording things that the bank did but you never did it. Okay, like standing orders, like interest. Okay, there are so many things that the bank can do, and maybe you failed to do it. Maybe they did it, but you as a cashier, you don't know. So those are the things that you're supposed to adjust your cash book. So you add, then you get the balance, the correct balance as per the adjusted cash book. Then if you get the balance as per the adjusted cash book, take that balance to the bank statement, the bank reconciliation statement. If you take it to the bank reconciliation statement, you take that as a balance as per adjusted cash book, then you add unpresented checks. Unpresented checks, then you less uncredited checks, because you have calculated balance as per the adjusted cash book. Now if you have the balance as per the adjusted cash book, I've told you that you're supposed to add unpresented checks, then you less uncredited checks. Now the balance will become the balance as per the bank statement. But I told you that sometimes maybe the examiners can give you balance as per the bank statement. So if you be given balance as per the bank statement, now the formula changes to be you add uncredited checks, then you less unpresented checks. You get balance as per the adjusted cash book. So let me hope that you have understood this at this point. It is a very simple concept, and I hope that as we move on, we're going to get some questions so that we can do together. You'll see how to deal with these problems. Thank you very much for sharing with this. I'm David, and thank you for this particular time. Let us see next class or next lesson, and I hope that next lesson you will enjoy much because we are going to have also questions to tackle. Thank you very much.